Out here doing a re-inspection on a job that I did last week. It's pretty interesting. You can see out here, there's plenty of work going on. In here, they've done a lot of work. Now I have already done the inspection on this, and I've already done the re-inspection on this. I want to show you guys a few things that made the inspection report and show you how they fixed them and how, in some cases, they have not done it. One of the things that was on the report, they had torn the paper here, the weather-resistant barrier, so they put this paper on top. All this was torn back, so they put it back, but you can see it's still, I mean, obviously not done right, because any water that gets in, say, around this window and drips down, it's going to get inside here and affect the sheathing. So that's a big no-no. They came in with some tape to cover some of the holes. It's a bit wrinkly, but honestly, it's about as much as I would expect from, you know, if it was the same people who did the tape in the first place. It's not pretty at all. It is covering the hole that was there, but oof, definitely be done better. Now, the new code says that you can't put outlets below the countertop. And put this on the report. This is one thing I don't expect them to fix. So we'll see what they say. I've got a meeting at 11 o'clock with the builder. Something else I'd mentioned is that this truss is cut. Kind of hard to see there, but the bottom of this truss that runs horizontally across the top of this wall has been sliced open. And then the reinforcement tie that they put in is not only missing nails, but it also has the wrong fasteners. You can see those sheet metal screws. It was probably put in by the mechanical guys who did this, and obviously not the framers. I don't think framers would have done that. I hope they wouldn't have done that. Now, under the stairs, one thing I mentioned were these huge overcuts where they had obviously come in with a circular saw and over sliced these treads. So they come in with some liquid nails, some sort of an adhesive, and that's their solution, which I don't really agree with. At the very least, they could put a support that goes across here, even a 2x4, just nailing it up would be better than that, in my opinion. One thing they did right was all this area was missing insulation. So they came back in, put the insulation in, put this radiant barrier in here, and they did this on several locations around that was requiring it. So happy to see that. Show you guys a few things upstairs. Another thing I called out was looking at the shear wall plans. I love looking at shear wall plans. This was missing. They've installed that. This was missing. They've installed that. This was missing. They've installed that. Looks pretty good, except for this last one. They're missing blocking up there at that corner. Got to have blocking on all sides of that shear wall. Yep. Close, so close, so close. They can fix it though. That's the easy one. Probably the most common thing that I call out is fire blocking that's missing. Now they came in and did install this 2x and then spray foamed around it. So they've got just enough clearance, believe it or not, between this B vent and that fire blocking. So we'll call that good. Yellow gas tight, CSST. You can see where they've separated it from the wire right there, which is good. That's what you want to see. But one thing I called out is that they had not separated it right here from the wire. You can see here where you've got the 12 and the 14 gauge in contact. Well, that needs to be separated. They haven't done that yet. That's another easy fix. They still got time. They still got time. And then the 3/4 inch hot water line has not been insulated. According to the code, my understanding is that if it's 3/4 or larger, that hot water line needs to be insulated. Now, of course, it's best practice for all hot water lines to be insulated, but especially that hot water line. So, womp, 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 womp. Now, when I came in here last week, all of this was already insulated, so there was a lot that I was not able to see. But there was a lot I was still able to see, absolutely. And so I had a pretty extensive report. Overall, the house was not too bad. However, you know, client hired me because they apparently said that the builder said that it was ready. Now I've got a meeting with my client and the builder. I always love it when I get the opportunity to talk to the builder about these things. A lot of times I learn something that I did not know. And it'll be a great opportunity for my client to have both of us in the same room talking about these things to find out to what extent the items will get repaired, the items that have not already been repaired, and the ones that have been fixed and just kind of half-assed done, they will have an opportunity to see if they're going to get fixed for real. So be real curious to see how that goes. It's going to be not too long from now, so we'll see. Wish me luck.